So in previous classes, we discussed what are the steps are involved in the extraction of the metals. First step is the crushing or grinding of the ore. Second step is the increasing the concentration of ore, that is the concentration of ore. Third step is the extraction of the metal. So on that extraction of the metal, first metal is converted to their metal oxide form, and again metal is separated from that metal oxide, that is the reduced of the metal from the metal oxide, and finally we are purify the extracted metal. So these are the main steps are involving the extraction of the metals from their ore. So now here we study about the few examples. For example, extraction of the copper from copper pyrites. What is the students? Extraction of the copper from copper pyrites. Copper pyrites ore. Copper pyrites ore formula is the CuFeS2. CuFeS2. This is the copper pyrites. So extraction of the copper from the copper pyrites, first step is the crushing or grinding. So we are using the ball mills, we are crushed or grinding of the copper pyrites ore, then it is converted to the powdered form. Then next one is the increasing the ore percentage, that is the concentration of the ore. For example, copper pyrites is the example for sulfide ore. So concentration of ore percentage will be increases, ore concentration will be increases. Which process is suitable means froth flotation. Froth flotation. Froth flotation process is used for increasing in the concentration of the ore. Okay student, which process will be using? Froth flotation process. So already we have to know the froth flotation. So on that froth flotation process, we are using the sodium ethyl xanthate as a frothing agent, and collectors and stabilizers we are adding that material. So that is the main principle is involving in the froth flotation. So here ore concentration will be increases. For increasing the ore concentration, we are using the which type of method? Froth flotation method. Why? Because means copper pyrites ore is the sulfide ore. So already we have to learn for sulfide ores which is the suitable. Froth flotation process is suitable for increasing in the ore concentration. This is the next step. Then concentrated ore, from that concentrated ore we are converted the ore into their metal oxide. So if it is converted to the metal oxide, we are using the which type of the process? Roasting process. So here also we are using the roasting process. In this roasting process, partially roasted on reverberatory furnace. The concentrated ore in the roasting is partially roasted on the reverberatory furnace. During this process, sulfur, phosphorus, arsenic, stibine like impurities removed as their volatile oxides. Okay students, in the roasting process, partially roasted on the reverberatory furnace, the concentrated ore is partially roasted in reverberatory furnace. So during that partially roasted in the reverberatory furnace, sulfur, phosphorus, arsenic, stibine like impurities can be removed, their volatile oxide. So what are the reactions that takes place in the roasting process of copper pyrites ore means? So the copper pyrites heating with oxygen, it is converted to their cuprous sulfide, iron sulfide, and it is eliminated sulfur dioxide gas. And the iron sulfide Again involving the roasting, it is converted to the their iron oxide, metal oxide by removing the sulfur dioxide gas. And this cuprous sulfide in the roasting process, it is converted to the their oxide form. So what are the reactions are involved in the roasting? First, copper pyrite is involved in the roasting. It is converted to their cuprous sulfide and iron sulfide by removing the sulfur dioxide gas. So this iron sulfide involving in the roasting, it is converted to the iron oxide by removing the sulfur dioxide gas. And this cuprous sulfide involved in the roasting, and it is converted to the their oxide, that is the cuprous oxide, by eliminating the sulfur dioxide gas. So these are the reactions are involving in the roasting of the copper pyrites. So copper pyrites finally it is converted to iron oxide and cuprous oxide. Then this roasted material, that means roasted on the roasted of the copper pyrites ore, finally what will be there? Iron oxide and cuprous oxide. So these materials is involving in the smelting process. So in the smelting, the roasted ore reacted with coke and sand. What is that, students? In the smelting, the roasted ore means this one. These are the roasted ore. So these roasted ore reacted with coke and sand. Here this sand will act as a flux. Sand will be act as a flux. Roasted ore react with the coke and sand and heated in blast furnace. Heated in the blast furnace. What are the reactions? So iron sulfide react with the oxygen. Then this iron sulfide is converted to the iron oxide by elimination of the sulfur dioxide gas. And this iron oxide react with the sand, that is the silica. This is the flux. So iron oxide is react with the flux. Here which is act as a flux? Sand, SiO2 will be act as a flux. And when iron oxide is react with the silica flux, and it can be eliminated as iron silicate. It is the slag. Iron silicate, it will be slag. That means what we will be done here? Iron oxide can be eliminated in form of the iron silicate slag when it is react with the silica sand flux. So during this process, if any oxide of copper is formed, what is that, students? During this melting process, if any oxide of copper is formed, it combined with iron sulfide and changes back into sulfide. So any copper oxide is formed, it again combined with iron sulfide and it change back into their sulfide form. That means cuprous sulfide react with the oxygen, cuprous oxide and sulfur dioxide, and that cuprous oxide, any oxide of copper is combined with the iron sulfide, and change back into their sulfide form. So cuprous oxide react with the iron sulfide and again it is converted to the cuprous sulfide and iron oxide. These are the reactions are possible in the smelting process. So here cuprous sulfide and iron oxide will be formed. So here the formation, this iron oxide, again iron oxide is removed as iron silicate slag. Here the formation iron oxide can be removed from the mixture as a iron silicate, that is the slag. In lower layer of the blast furnace, the molten mass of the cuprous sulfide, iron sulfide will be formed. What is that, students? In lower layer, the molten mass of the cuprous sulfide and iron sulfide mixture will be formed. This cuprous sulfide and iron sulfide mixture is called as a matte. What is that meaning of the matte? It is the mixture of the cuprous sulfide and iron sulfide. So, the mixture of the cuprous sulfide and iron sulfide will be called as a matte. So, this matte mixture is undergoes the bessemerization. On that bessemerization process, if any iron sulfide present in matte, okay student, matte means it is a mixture of the cuprous sulfide and iron sulfide. During the bessemerization, if any iron sulfide is present in the matte, it is oxidized to iron oxide. When it is oxidized to iron oxide and it is removed as slag. Okay student, clear? In the matte means it is the mixture of the cuprous sulfide and iron sulfide. In the bessemerization process, this iron sulfide from the matte is oxidized to iron oxide, and that iron oxide is removed as a slag, that is the iron silicate. So, cuprous sulfide is partially oxidized to the cuprous oxide. Cuprous sulfide is partially oxidized to the cuprous oxide. Finally, that cuprous oxide react with the cuprous sulfide. This cuprous oxide react with the cuprous sulfide and it is converted to the copper. So, this is the auto reduction or self reduction. So, cuprous oxide is reduced to the copper when it is react with cuprous sulfide. This reduction, this step will be called as a auto reduction or self reduction. Finally, here extracted, separated this copper is 98% of the pure. This copper is 98% of the pure copper. So, that is 98% of the pure copper is called as a blister copper. What is that, students? Blister copper. Blister copper means nothing but if the 98% of copper will be formed by the escaping of the sulfur dioxide gas. That is called as a blister copper. Blister copper means the 98% of the copper can be obtained by the escaping of the sulfur dioxide gas. That copper is called as a blister copper. Here this blister copper, extracted copper is 98% of the pure. Then we are get the 100% of the copper. So, this extracted copper is purified. Already we have to learn the purification method. There are the number of methods will be present. For this copper, which is the suitable means electrolytic refining. So, electrolytic method is used for purification of that copper. So, already we have to learn the electrolytic refining or electrolytic method for purification of the copper is cathode will act as a pure metal and anode will act as a impure metal, and we are using the suitable electrolytic solution. By using that electrolytic refining, here we can purified this obtaining 98% of the copper. Finally, we are get the 100% of the copper. So, this is the steps are involving in the extraction of the copper from the copper pyrites. These are the process is involving in the extraction of the copper from copper pyrites.